Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I'm Kate Lebelzik, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications for the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Bank Hometown, for making the show possible. Today, our guest is Elijah Amanor from Quadrant Homecare Services. Elijah, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Elijah, please tell us a little bit about Quadrant Homecare.
So, Quadrant Homecare is a home care services based here in Worcester. It's actually off of what's the name? West Boylston Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it's been in existence for a little over a year now. It's a team of a group of people that came together to initiate the idea of Quadrant Home Care. The idea behind it is to be able to bring home care services to elderly people at home, at their comfort, independently, especially for those who believe that they don't have to be in, how do you call it? What's the name?
Like a nursing home?
Like the nursing home. Mm-hmm. They don't want to be in the nursing home. They want to live independently in their home, however old they are. We provide staff to them to help them with companionship, showering, ADLs, and total care. Mm-hmm. That is what the Quadrant Home Care is about.
That's amazing. And so who does your team consist of?
Yet we have a variety of nurses. There are two top membership, the leadership of the team where they have had a total of over 15 years of experience working with elderly people. Mm-hmm. Now the idea behind it is to be able to create a family bonding relationship with them. Mm-hmm. Older people at certain age may have had their kids who are older, running after their careers in other states and other places, and may not have time for them to be at home. Mm-hmm. Hence, the nursing homes. And some of them also don't believe that the nursing home is a good idea for them. They want to live in their own homes independently and have services. So our goal with the variety of these experiences we've noticed, or these people have noticed working at the nursing home, and after talking to people, you see older people in the nursing home will be like, oh, I wish I'm in the comfort of my home. Mm-hmm. But the reason I'm here is because my daughter is out of state, my son is out of state, I can't get the services I'm looking for. I need help ambulating, I need help cooking, I need help with this. I don't have the companionship I need, mm-hmm. and it's why they are in the nursing home. Mm-hmm. But if I could get something similar in my house, I would love to live in the comfort of my home. Mm-hmm. And this is what the idea is about. We saw the need that, older people in the last days of their lives should get what they wish for. Mm-hmm. And it's why we have Quadrant Home Care, and our goal is to provide them with the services they need. Mm-hmm. As far as that is concerned. Give them companionship, create a home for them, mm-hmm. the feeling of their own daughter or son around them. So we've trained our staff in a way to relate with them as such, so that, whilst they're at home, they're not overly missing their children. Of course, their children are their children. Mm-hmm. They'll call, how are you doing, mommy? Mommy, my daughter, I'm doing well, or my son, I'm doing well. Mm-hmm. That is the idea behind it.
It's such an important service. I know that personally myself, our family just went through this with my grandmother, and right. She wanted to stay in her home, and she, we couldn't provide the services that she needed. And she ended up going to a facility, but if we had known about this kind of this program, mm-hmm. I think we would have kept her in her home as long as we could, because it's so important to have companionship and someone keeping an eye on them, and giving them meals, because they get to a point where they can't do that themselves. No. And having a friend there who's also a caregiver is so important. So how would someone go about finding you and getting this set up?
It's so easy. So you can look at us up. You can look us up on Google for Quadrant Home Care, mm-hmm. or home care services around you. You would always find Quadrant Home Care. Mm-hmm. On Google. You would always find our contact number on there, and we're also doing facility to facility follow-up and introducing ourselves. A contact number, I wouldn't mind sharing my contact number for anybody who is interested in it.
Sure.
Yep, it's 774-535-5716. The number again is 535-5716. We'll be more than happy to meet with you, discuss your needs. We'll work with your doctors, we'll work with your nurses. We will want to give you the experience of having a home, not having to miss your children or be forced into a nursing home. Nobody should experience that at their last days. I mean, during the last days of their lives. Yep.
And now, is your services, is it the type of thing where if a patient is inpatient at a hospital and they would be discharged to a nursing home, can they be discharged home in the care of Quadrant Homecare?
Yes. So what we've been doing for the past few days and weeks is talking to the social workers in these hospitals and case managers in these hospitals. Of course, there are options. Oh, we're discharging you to a nursing home. No, I don't want to be in the nursing home. Of course, we are available, and our goal is to be able to reach out to all of these hospitals for as much as we can so they can send referrals to us. We're more than happy to take them on, yes.
And what is your service area right now?
Currently, it's the entire state of Massachusetts.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The entire state of Massachusetts. It doesn't matter how far away you are within the states of Massachusetts. We're working with other states that are close, like New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, so we can reach out our services for as broad as that is possible, as far as our reach are possible. The good thing is, of course, the market for caregivers is pretty keen right now, and rates are getting much higher. But then we are doing the best we can to provide them with the training needed. It's not all caregivers you're looking out for. You want a caregiver who understands you, who would relate with you, who would want to be a friend, who would engage with you. Because sometimes people die out of loneliness. So the kind of training we give our staff is such to give them that companionship, give them that relationship, build that life worth living, if that makes drive home anything.
Yeah.
That is the kind of training we give around, of course, yes.
And you have registered nurses on staff?
So what we do currently is non-medical.
Okay.
Yes, we do have registered nurses who do periodic assessment on them, and that is why if you have a nurse assigned to you, we'll be working with your nurse. We have doctors, we'll be working with them. But all we do is completely non-medical. So we focus on companionship, like the support, the ADL stuff, cleaning, and all of the personal hygiene care and support you're looking for. That's what we're focusing on currently. Of course, we will be getting to that stage of the medical, but we're not there yet.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. And so, they go into the house, are they there 24/7? Are they there, 11 to 11? What's the time frame?
It depends on the services the client is looking for.
Okay.
So we can provide services like live-in, where a staff lives with you.
Where they live there, okay.
Yeah, they live there with you. And then we have the 24/7 around the clock, depending on the need of the client. If the client needs so much care that even throughout the night, they would need care constantly, we can't put a staff to live with the person, because at the night the staff also needs to sleep.
Right.
So we need to schedule like
shifts
around, like 3 shifts around 24 hours. So we have maybe 7 to 3, 3 to 11, and 11 to 7, that kind of a shift. So we have 24/7 watch on the client. Yep.
This is incredible. This is an incredible program, and it's so needed. Elijah, thank you so much for joining us today. The phone number that Elijah gave will be up on the screen, and we will be sharing this video on our social media. So please, if you need this kind of care, reach out to Elijah from Quadrant Homecare. And thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
We will be right back.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.